What's up, my chaotic crew? Bentley Michaels here. Hey, letting you know that I recently interviewed Anthony Reed, the DM for the Adventure Inc. podcast. And I think I want to start doing that. I want to start talking to more DMs. So if you are a DM of a podcast, or you know a DM of a podcast, or you have a favorite podcast, besides ours, of course, that you would like, me to talk to somebody, let me know. Hit us up, chaoticamateurs@gmail.com, or hit us up on Twitter or Instagram, Chaotic Amateurs across all platforms, and let me know which podcast, and if you can help me get in touch with them, that would be even more awesome. Also, make sure that you're leaving a review on iTunes. Help us climb the charts. It really helps us with the placement and getting more ears on the adventure. And also remember, awesomedice.com, 15% off. Check out with our promo code CHAOTIC. You get 15% off. Order as a group, as a DM, presents for your players. But until you give them presents, music.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Chaotic Amateurs. Oh, it's been a little bit of a tumultuous time getting this to work, but we are still D&Ds and iTunes' Stitcher, Google Play. Caleb, are we on Pandora yet?
No.
Oh, but most of the internet's number one 5e play podcast. To my right, we have
Caleb as Cinder, Darklock.
Dash is Peleus Ian Earth.
Milo is Ren.
And because someone went and got the swine flu, we are on Google Hangouts with everyone's favorite dwarf.
Rhett is Dark Dragonsbane.
He is recording on his end, so if there is a little bit of a lag, if there's some sort of weird play, we need to record because Caleb is gonna better himself by going to freaking Europe or seeing history and where it all happened, and we need to bank some episodes. And then you went to an airport and someone coughed on you, or how did it happen?
Yeah,
Me? I don't know. I just went to work one day and
woke up
I
sick.
feel like
Excellent.
crap.
Now, last time, ladies and gentlemen, our heroes, they went into Major Outpost number 6. They were on the landmass of Bog Lake. They got there. They saw a goblin's neck snapped. They met everyone's favorite goblin NPC, Probe. They were going to fight some orcs. And then Cinder was creating Cinder tried to create what was the spell you used to create you were going to create a giant orc, minor illusion, but you can't create a giant orc because it only works in a 5x5 square.
Somebody's been reading up.
Well, you said it in the description of the spell. And I just wasn't going to. And so that one worked anyway, but we got through it. They did some sneaky with Ren and Cinder, a little adventure. They got Probe. They brought him back to the hotel. They got out onto they were going north, heading out from outpost number 6 to number 2. Going north to outpost number 2 because that was a consensus as far as like where a lot of the refugees from number 3 that was attacked by Zarvog the Reg. Outpost number 3, a lot of the spillover went over to number 2, and they were going to go there. On the way, they saw a cart full of goblin workers and decided to liberate them by killing the 2 goblins, and then they really didn't liberate them because they're just going to number 2 and they haven't done anything with the goblins. They're just sitting there in the back. Ren is, you're going to hear everything goes down. Now, that was the last session. That was more of a catch-up for all of our players. You, of course, know all of these things as you're listening in consecutive order. However, for my players and for old swine flu Rhett Weissenfels over there, we had to do a little catch-up. And now, this week's adventure begins. You've been traveling for 2 days. You and this cart of goblins. Ren has been able to keep everyone fed, dropping 45 pounds of food. As you traveled, you unlocked the goblins from their shackles. Some of them fled immediately, and you let them go to fend for themselves, wanting them to be free. The others that stay, Ren has been trying to spread the word of the good word of Ulagan, but so far, there are no takers. You came across one checkpoint with 3 guards along the way. After being questioned in a mild fashion, Durok's impatience garnered a fight breaking out, in which you incapacitated them non-lethally. You donned their dragon-logoed military tunics after Peleus, in a moment of clarity, said, "Well, what if we dress like them? You know, blend in." Cinder looks up from looting one of the bodies and quote-unquote smelling with his tongue items all over this body and says, "You know what? That's a good idea." We now fast forward to the wee hours of the morning on the 3rd day. Ren and Friends notice on the map that they are very close to Major Outpost Number 2, the mining town of Kazaglana. Durok, Cinder, and Peleus having put the tunics over their normal garb, and Durok still refusing to take off his tiger pelt cape, insisting that people will be impressed knowing that he got it legitimately and didn't purchase it. Your plan is to convince whomever's in charge that your new recruits to Major Outpost Number 6, the mining town of Broadkel, from which you just came, and they're full up, so these stragglers you've found need to be processed. You feel as comfortable as you can with this, as these goblins refused to leave and said it was their duty to work. Now, as the sun crests the horizon to your right, the east, you noticed ahead some pillars of smoke over the top of the tree line. As the trees thin out, you enter a somewhat familiar-looking town square. While not set up exactly the same, the ration station is still in the middle. The town overall seems to be a bit smaller, but with more beings packed in overall. You see large rectangular-shaped objects around the square stacked on top of each other. I want you to think of shipping containers if they were cages. Also kind of think the 96 Antonio Banderas Zorro movie, in the mining thing. That's a good visual for a lot of this stuff, actually. This, you would think, is for the overflow of recent in prisoners. You say, quote-unquote, bar, based off of your last experience, a shop where there seems to be metal making, but more than likely is little more than a tool repair shop. A tall, crudely constructed 3-story building made of mud and what passes for cement that has 3 awnings attached to the front of it. The first covering the doorway that also has a flag right above it bearing the dragon emblem. And the other 2 are above the larger windows / quote-unquote open doors that have a very small 3x3 standing area where they could sort of go out right below them. You do not see a hotel or anything that would pass as travel accommodations. I'm going to draw out the town layout for you real quick over here. So it's pretty small. You enter, as you can see, north, south, east, west over in the corner. You enter, you see the ration station. Then there's the 3-layered building with the little windows, awnings, kind of like, basically giving shade and cover to like each little thing. And then there's one exit up by the 3-level building to the northeast. There's one exit to the sort of southeast of the town based off of that. And then you just see sort of the same sort of apartments and hovels like around the edge of the town, but then actually in the square you see like the double stacks of cages, essentially, just sort of wherever they can stack them. They're just all over. Yes. As you enter the town from the south, you are stopped by a small guard contingent, shouting, "Halt! We're not expecting any shipments today."
Oh, right. We are we're new recruits. from Outpost number 6. I don't know if you know that one, if you're familiar with it. Anyways, they're all full up. They've got all the guards they're going to need. And they told us, head on up to Outpost number 2. And then along the way, we caught these stragglers here. And, figured maybe we could process them somewhere. And maybe this will be our first real assignment as guards in this malevolent army. I don't know.
So wait a second.
What?
You caught all of these guys?
Yep, all by ourselves.
Uh-huh.
We're quite fearsome. We'd be a great addition to your little army.
Yeah. They must have just given you those tunics, huh?
Yep.
How else would you get them?
Yeah, new uniforms. Brand new.
Roll me a charisma. In deception. see how well these bozos go up against.
Natural 1.
I was just gonna say, dude, I just rolled a 5, so
We're just both idiots, but I'm somehow more of an idiot.
So these guys are kind of like, well, I mean, while they don't believe you, they're also really dumb with a 5. So they're like, oh, well, I mean, like, that doesn't seem like the right protocol, but all right, well, let's unlock these, let's get these workers to their home. Not a home. And, so they're going to, a couple of them are going to go around back and, like, undo, like, the little back, drop down thing or whatever. And they just start grabbing them. And they're kind of like, when they're in the shackles, they're all kind of like together, chain gang type of thing. And they're going to just kind of grab them. They kind of like all fly out and they start moving and stuff. And they start taking them off to like one of the caged areas that is stacked. And they're like, all right, well, you need to take your the guy who's a real dum-dum that Peleus, he's like, well, I mean, you need to take your paperwork to the office over there. And he kind of points to the 3-story building.
Okay.
All right. Certainly, paperwork, right?
Yeah, and you need to check in with Adric. Since you're new guys, he needs to give you like your bunk assignments and all your stuff. So I mean,
right?
He'll be. You just tell the person at the desk over there that you're a new guy. And they'll send you up to him if he's in. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what?
Is there somewhere where we can freshen up if we need to or stay? Is there a barracks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just said you need to go visit Adric so you can get your paperwork, so then you can be like put to your barracks, like since you're all new recruits.
Okay, so he'll give us all that info.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Maybe I
Adric.
didn't say that, but I thought I did.
Let's go over to We'll be on our way then. Thank you very much.
All right. Cool, man. Hey. High fives.
Yes. High five.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the way around.
Yeah, fly up and kind of.
Well, you're on the cart, so I mean you're probably eye level for him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to give that away.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So
To the office?
Yeah, to the office.
yeah. By the way, Probe was with them.
Oh.
His plan is to sort of like infiltrate, get some info for you guys.
Right.
And you didn't lock Probe's shackles. Probe's shackles, rather. It's they look locked, so he's taking a chance on like getting out, and he's going to try to meet up with you later under
Hope
the
he
cover.
doesn't die.
He's not wearing a red shirt, so you never know. Probe could be everybody's new favorite NPC that helps you defeat Zarvok. Who knows? So you guys take your card over to the 3-story building? Is that what's going on?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys get out, and I'm assuming you go inside. As you go inside, you sort of walk under the first awning, and you see, like I said, you see like a black flag with like the red dragon logo. That's what was on your what's on your tunics, as well as, and for all the listeners, I've described this before, but I want everyone to know that the tunics are basically like Scorpion or Sub-Zero or like those ninjas wear, so like the blue or the yellow part where it's the shoulder thing and they hang down the front and the back. It's black, and then on the front of it is like the red dragon logo. And you can check out Twitter, Instagram. I've posted the logo again since we started talking about it a couple episodes ago. But you notice the flag, and it actually kind of reminds you of the flag that Roland the Red flies on his ship.
Right.
Only on his ship, it's I believe it's that with also a red and skull and crossbones. But you go inside, and there's like a desk and like a very interesting looking lady sitting behind the desk. Bright red lips. She's got like the half glasses with the chain around the back, and she seems to be chewing on something. And she's just like, paperwork.
Right, we seem to have misplaced our paperwork, but we are new recruits. Do you have possibly a second plan for new recruits if they are missing their paperwork? Do you have to fill something else out?
Paperwork.
I lean over and whisper in Peleus's ear, we're supposed to ask for Adric.
Right, is there an Adric here? Is that you? Are you Adric?
No, I'm not Adric. Adric is on the third floor, but he's not going to see you unless you have your transfer paperwork. Which outpost are you coming from?
We are coming from Outpost 6. Now, if I may, ma'am, what is your name?
Oh, my name is I hate when I see a name. I'm like, oh, that looks like a cool D&D name.
And then you have to actually pronounce it.
Crurlee. Cruirlee. Crurlee.
Yes, Crurlee. A beautiful, flowery name. I love it.
Thank you.
You are looking quite stunning today, I might say. Hey, Crurlee, any chance you could help us with some paperwork? Maybe do something up?
You didn't get any in Broadkel?
We all seem to have misplaced our paperwork.
Greg didn't give all four of you your paperwork. And little one, where's your tunic?
I lost it. I was hoping maybe I could pick up some new stuff here. If you could just...
Stupid new recruits. Okay.
Cruel. We are foolish, and you are intelligent and beautiful, and you have a warm heart, I can tell, and a flowery, petally voice.
I'm gonna touch Peleus's hip and give him guidance for this, what I'm assuming is a charisma check.
So, if you will, in all your benevolence as the purveyor and keeper of the front desk, provide us possibly with maybe some contingency plan to these paperworks we have misplaced. We are fools, and we are bended at the knee to you, Cruel.
Right. Roll me a charisma.
And you can add a D4.
Okay, I'm going to add a D4 too. Okay, all right. So that is 19.
Okay. She goes, well, I'm really not supposed to do this, but I've had such a hard time. You've been so nice to me. You could call me Lily. Everyone does. That is my friend.
Lily. And I take Lily's hand and I give a little kiss on the back of her hand. You are an angel among demons.
I'm half tiefling, you know. It's such a wonderful thing for you to say to me.
Oh, what can I say?
Okay, here. And she she spins around in her little twirly chair. And she grabs a stack of paperwork, and she slams it down. It's about an inch thick, and she goes, there's for one of you. And then she goes grabs four more. And it's very thorough. It's Lily says to you, all right, you need to fill out the top form, your next to kin, all your stuff. Most of that, majority of it is dress code, the handbook, the do's and don'ts. I would read it. Adric, the Vanquisher, is a real jerk about it all. But mainly I just need the top 2 forms. Everything else is kind of like, how everything works here in the army and blah, 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 blah. You understand.
Right, guidelines and stuff. Yeah, all right. Peleus is going to quickly scrawl out a bunch of fake information on the front. On the 2 pages.
Would you guys all like to fill out your paperwork?
Yeah. And so there's going to actually fill in his actual information.
Okay. Duroc?
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am going to fill out the paperwork.
Okay.
I got really obsessed with coming up with an alias for my paperwork, so I'm trying to come up with a good name for that.
I kind of look at Duroc and I'm like, all this red tape, this politics. Don't you just hate it?
I mean, yeah, I absolutely do. But, we're trying not to cause a scene here, Ren. People have sort of forbade me from creating a scene. Do you guys recall that?
After I purposely murdered those 2 orcs on the pathway.
Well, I helped with that, so.
That is true.
Peleus is going to fill in a fake name. His fake name is Jandar Poop.
Okay. Jandar Poop.
Ren puts Ren William Life Soil II.
Just your actual name. You guys are just putting in your actual
I
names?
am, yeah.
Wow. All right.
Jandar Poop.
Well, I'm pretty notorious, so I'll put down my real
Yeah.
name.
Jandar Poop. Duroc, what are you putting down?
Oh, God. I'm putting Hide Granite Shield.
Hide Granite Shield. Perfect.
And when I fill mine out, and it's the part for the name, I write it in Celestial,
Okay.
which we'll say looks just like some very flowy lines.
Wingdings?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I hand mine in, I definitely look her right in the eye and make sure that she notices the name on it.
Are the rest of you writing in common or?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna write in common, but I'm gonna put a little heart above one of the letters.
Okay.
All the eyes have hearts.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no I's in Jandar, but
Well, there's other stuff you have to fill out.
Puke.
Can I notice that you wrote in Celestial?
You can roll for it if you want, but I mean, you're shorter than him.
Speak Celestial.
So unless he's like, you guys, there's not really you guys are all at the counter. I would imagine you're floating then if you're
18.
Okay, yeah, you notice it.
Yeah, I kind of look over your shoulder and see you writing in Celestial, and I'm kind of recognize that handwriting. Interests me.
Do you say anything, or you just notice it?
No, I just notice.
Okay. So you guys fill out your paperwork, and Lily is going to look at it, and then she's like, Jandar Poop?
Yeah, it's a family name.
Okay.
It's actually pronounced Poop.
Oh, Jandar, my bad. Poe, I'm going to make a note here. Poe.
Poop. Yep.
Okay.
Can I notice if Lily has tiefling features? Like, does she have horns or anything?
Yeah, she's got a couple nubs. They're not super pronounced because she is half or whatever. But she's also got some
wisps
of hair, think sort of Gollum-esque, not a bunch of hair, but
so she's really hideous.
Yeah.
she's like that gal
from
on
Monsters Inc.
No, I was thinking, well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going for. Yeah.
Only a tiefling.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Oh, Gladys?
Yeah.
Oh. That's a good
Keep
one.
her up the 3rd and 4th floor or whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
But upon noticing she's a tiefling, Cinder kind of backs up a little bit.
Okay. And then so she's going to look through your paperwork, and then she's going to get to Cinders and goes, "What is this?"
Without looking up at her, says, "That's my information."
She balls it up and throws it away. "Write it in common so everyone can read it, please. We don't need any of your fanciness. We're not here to whatever you need, college boy." She goes back around, grabs 2 more forms, and sets them back down in front of you.
Okay. And this time, instead of Cinder Darkloft, he writes something else.
Ooh.
Fosco Cave Meadow.
Fosco Cave Meadow?
Fosco.
That's what I
Cave
wrote.
Meadow, yeah.
That's hilarious. Fosco Cave Meadow.
In common.
Cool. All right. So, and she goes, "All right, Fosco Cave Meadow. All right. Well, you need to go up and get your orders from Adric and let him know that you're here. I'll She like disappears out the little back door, and you can kind of see like a little stairwell, and you hear like click, 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 and like she's walking up like a stairwell or something. You would think it's sort of like not dissimilar to the Ren, at least would think. I forget that you guys technically weren't there. Ren would think that it's not dissimilar to like the church in
the
in
tower.
Bulgurum,
Yeah.
where like but it's just like a sort of a winding, wooden staircase. In the back, and then she's gone for a couple minutes. If you guys would like to chat while she's up there showing off the paperwork and then coming back down, you guys are more than welcome to.
Can I like hop behind her desk and try and look for files or anything regarding the mining and the excavation?
You can, yeah.
As soon as he does that, I catch on to his scheme, so I go to the stairs and I keep a lookout.
Yeah, I whisper to them, "Keep a lookout. I'm gonna try and find information on this mining shaft."
Great.
And I
I'll
just
help
have
you
an
with that.
obnoxiously loud conversation so she doesn't think anything's up.
Just to yourself, though.
I would imagine Durok is talking to Ren about like the big game, where you're like, "So, did you see the event?"
Yeah.
The dragons and whatnot.
Remember?
They really, what was he thinking, letting them do that all the way, to the half?
Roll me investigation, Peleus.
Okay. Do you still have guidance?
I can give it to you again. If I
Is it a
like see you
cantrip?
hop over, yeah, it's a cantrip.
Sweet.
And
Yeah.
you're like, put out your hand, and I give you a
on.
little slap.
Give
High
me
five.
guidance. Yeah,
Bam.
like a tag team.
Guidance.
All right. A 25. I want to make sure I
Are
find
there
it.
blueprints of this place?
Yeah.
You go through all of her desk and all the files, everything, her filing system back there. She seems to be very, very organized. She's got, you see all the files like on the about what you would guess is 75 people, guards that work here in this town. Which is about 25 less than the last one you were in. You find her own paperwork, and you know that she originally comes from the landmass of Rel Seren, but she was definitely in sort of a slavery situation there. She was traded into the sort of work that she's doing now, and you would imagine with her sort of personnel file, she's actually in a much, much, much better position now just doing this sort of stuff than anything else that she's been in the past. You also find her diary of that she kept hidden. You find her little snack drawer, but everything you find here is very on the up and up, and you would imagine that anything that you're going to need as far as plans, blueprints, or items would probably be with Adric the Vanquisher, the big man upstairs.
Hey, Peleus, do you see any family photos or anything like that?
He does not.
Oh no, I don't see any family photos.
Okay.
I don't think she has a family.
If you guys are worried about going up to see the man upstairs, I put my real name on there, so I'm sure he's heard of Ren and Friends. He'll probably want to talk to us.
Is there anything in her? What is her? Is there anything out of her diary that I would pull that would be really revealing?
Useful at seducing this fine lady.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
I mean, it's basically like her day-to-day life. It's
Is there a section on like hopes and dreams? Or...
Yes, clearly labeled with pink Sharpie.
Meet a nice man of the sea and travel.
Yeah, exactly. Being a nice time-traveling pirate that knows how to treat a gal. No, it would be more like flavor. It's like she enters in stuff every single day. If you would like to sit there and read it to gain any information, you have, let's see here, a very short amount of time with a natural 20. Cinder will start to hear her knocking down the stairs. But Peleus, any information you would glean is that while she doesn't like her job here, and Adric seems to be kind of a dick, and some of the guards are a little too handsy for her, she still has positive affirmations to herself every day, reminding herself this is better than where you came from, and you just need to work your way on out of this.
Peleus, I hear her. She's coming.
All right. I hop out back from behind the desk and I just stand there with everyone else.
Okay.
Waiting patiently.
So sad to me.
And Cinder, I motion him to come back from the stairs.
And I shuffle on over.
And Duroc, where are you at about the game?
Yeah, and I'm just like, and I can't believe the ref made that sort of call. I mean, is he blind? Does he even have dark vision? I mean, that's regulation for refs in this sport.
That's good.
And she walks out, and it's like, all right. Adric will see you now. Just go up the stairs, all the way up the stairs, the third floor, and just give it a knock.
All right. I take Lily's hand and I go, I don't know you too well, Lily, but I'm assuming that this is not too bad of a job. Probably better than anywhere you came from. But if you keep working hard, one day you'll find yourself a better situation. And he kisses her on the forehead.
All right, roll me a charisma.
Wow. 14.
You have made her probably her day, and probably even her week. She's very, very happy. She's like, that is so nice.
Gross.
You know, there are so many people here who are just don't care, and I really hope to see more of you around here. You're a nice guy, Jandar Poop.
Well, Lily, you're an incredible gal.
Oh.
And one day, you're going to find yourself a man who's going to treat you the way you deserve.
And,
Toodaloo.
Yeah. Her somewhat red skin seems to redden a little bit. And, you guys...
Shaking her to her core.
Yeah. And she kind of like sits down a little bit more, like, you know, upright in her chair, and it's like, oh, well, kind of like dusts herself off and feels pretty good. And yeah, so you guys can start going up the stairs. If you guys would like to talk about anything as you go up the stairs, you're more than welcome to.
All right, boys, what's our strategy going up here?
I lean over to Peleus and say, what was that all about?
What?
What was that all about?
What? I don't get it. What are you talking about?
That deep voice that gets to you, I guess.
I was just being myself.
Okay. All right, man.
Well, I like to make people feel good about themselves sometimes. That's not bad. You should try it.
No, I guess you're right. I just hadn't seen it in action before, so it's very...
I can be quite charming.
Yeah, it was impressive.
I do let the rest of the group know. I tell you guys. I did put my real name on there. Were we not supposed to do that? Because
I mean, I would assume we weren't going to, considering we're trying to disguise ourselves.
But I want him to know, like, Ren and Friends is in charge, and
that might have been a mistake. To be honest.
That is awfully confident of you.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
That, as we always do.
Okay. Guys, are we? Do we want to check out the second floor before we head up to the third?
Is there like a a doorway, or is it just kind of open when we get to the second floor?
No, there's a doorway.
We might as well peek in. He's not expecting us anytime, like... Well,
Yeah,
I imagine relatively soon.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah,
off
yeah.
for a quick little peek in. Just a little peek in.
Just get a feel for what's going on here.
All right, we're gonna peek into the second floor for a hot second. Hot second.
Duroc, are you cool with that?
Duroc, are you cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I muted my mic.
What, he fall asleep over there?
Where'd he go?
No, I was coughing and I muted my mic and forgot to turn it off.
Okay.
But you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I open the door.
Door's locked.
All right, never mind.
I kick the Is there any sort of like labeling or signage that says what this floor is all about?
Nope. It's just a locked door. Kind of
Wow.
like it's like a, as the stairwell would come up, it's just a little out, a little
Like a landing or something.
a little landing. So it's like, we'll say you come out the right side, and to the left, you would follow this little narrow hall, and because then like the stairs are like to your left. So it's like as you come up, the stairs are still above you, the next set. So it's like you'd have to go out right, take a left, and then circle back around and go up the next.
It's probably just like a barracks or something like that. There's probably just other orc people.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move
I
on.
would say if you would like to, you're welcome to investigate it. It's totally. I would say though, you guys might presume it would be living quarters for Adric.
Oh,
You guys, you may not know this about me, but I've been on several adventures, and
I think you qualify that at least once a session.
get ready for hundreds more. And this locked door kind of intrigues me. You sure you don't want to just spend a quick minute?
do you have like a tool set or
Yeah,
something?
are you going to open it
I
with
don't
that weird
really
tongue?
Open doors.
Are you gonna lick the door?
Are you going to smell it with your mouth?
I have a crowbar. The
give it a
adventures
try.
the adventures I've been on haven't really required like finesse, more so just like
Brute force and
Yeah.
licking.
lots of licking.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Crowbar it.
Yeah, crowbar it.
I feel like Duroc has a good
Yeah, let's
heave on
make
a
him do
crowbar.
this.
Yeah, Duroc, you're going to break this door open with a crowbar, and
I
you don't
pull-
get a choice.
Yeah, I pulled a crowbar
right.
out and I
Do
handed
you
it to
have a
him.
crowbar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
Honestly, if there is one thing that the military has taught me, it's how to do things without questioning them.
And when he goes to do the crowbarring, I cough really loud. to try
Also,
to hide it.
really quick, I see your crowbar and I notice that it sucks, and I use my own. So
It's not dwarven, that's for sure.
I'm like, I hate frivolous dwarven craftsmanship, but they do kind of have the monopoly on tools.
can they make a crowbar?
They make a good
Crowbars
goddamn
and
crowbar.
hammers.
Perfectly balanced.
Have you had a crowbar the whole time, Duroc?
Yeah.
Well, how am I to know? We're 70-something episodes into you playing Duroc, and you've never once used your
I
crowbar.
like that he says that like of course I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and tap you on the shoulder, and I feel like Duroc, I can get shoulder.
Duroc, if there's any possible way of being stealthy about this, please be stealthy.
I'll give you
Okay.
some guidance.
Okay, so Duroc, if you're gonna crowbar the door, and I want you guys to understand that he is expecting you, and he knows how long it takes to walk upstairs. So, Duroc,
Distracted.
No, this plan is foolproof. In fact,
so Duroc, I'm going to need you to roll me a strength check, and then I'm going to also need you to roll me a sleight of hand or stealth. Stealth. Yeah, let's do stealth since you're trying to be super incognito about it.
all right.
And I'll give you guidance.
I also
And
know.
you have guidance from Ren.
I also know that the quietest way to crowbar open a door is to actually lift it up off of its hinges. So that's what we're doing.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, it
seems like advantage, right?
It's a normal. door and a door frame. Can you do that? It's not a Pirates of the Caribbean jail cell door where there's space in between.
All right.
Get
Then
a
I
little
know
wedge
the
under the
fastest way to pry open a door is to just break by where its handle is. So here we go.
Yeah, you've seen Home Alone. You know how
Yeah.
the
We all know
crowbars
how
work.
doors
Yeah. All right.
So strength?
Here's my strength. Crit! I'm not even kidding. I will send a picture.
I believe you.
Please don't F up the stealth.
Yeah, this is the best
With
time.
the sleight of hand,
Like,
yeah.
just call crits.
Yeah.
And it is a modified.
I'll tell you
21,
what.
though, with
I'll tell you what. I will reward your crit with it goes for your stealth as well. So
In fact, yeah, I make it look so easy. I like put the crowbar in, and it's like when people do that little credit card trick, and the door just slips open, and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
and I just look over. Nobody can see me, but I'm holding my hands up, like, yo, what up?
Cinder takes note and he says, "Man, that is a good crowbar."
That is a fun, good
Yeah.
crowbar.
So it's just like, okay, so you put the crowbar, you credit card it, and you're just like, this door is far too easy for this frivolous dwarven craftsmanship of a crowbar. And you just kind of go like, click. And it's just like barely, it's like, you didn't even like put it in there. You just kind of like put it like where the handle was, where it met the wall. And it just goes like, you just like sort of run it like a credit card and goes click. And the door just, and just kind of like opens in to the room.
And I look at Cinder, and I make sure he knows that wouldn't have been as easy with his crowbar.
I've
You're like pointing at the
fully
crowbar,
taken-
and you're like, eh?
Yeah. I acknowledge that. And then I say to the rest of the guys, I say, "Will you guys cover me while I go in and just take a quick peek?"
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go
Smell
in
around.
and take a quick peek. I'm really good at looking around.
Oh, cool. Okay, so me and Ren, you guys will distract.
Yeah, this seems to be the new
Adric?
team. Cinder and Ren.
Yeah, Adric, if he
Okay.
comes by.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up the stairs
Okay.
to Acrid and
Adric.
Adric.
Acrid.
Acronym.
I will write his name on the board for you.
Acrid. Acrid.
Like an acrid
Asterisk?
stench.
Atmosphere. The rapper.
Ooh, Slug. That's his other name. Did you know that?
Adrik. Adric.
Oh,
He just
like
came to Bend.
Hadric.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to Adric, and I'm gonna say, is the door open to his whatever his office?
It's cracked, and you know that you were supposed to knock.
I may as well go too.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna knock on the door. And be like, hello, a couple new recruits.
Yeah, come on in.
Oh, hello, Adric. This is I am Jandar Poop, and this is
Oh, that's how you say it.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's confusing. I come from the east, and this is my companion over here.
Yes, I'm Hyde. Granite Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're foggy with names. So, anyways, there our other two companions, they got stuck on the stairs. They're little. It takes time for them to climb. So we said we'd just go ahead and go on up ahead of them and say, "What up? What up, Patrick?"
All right. So as you enter, you see like a classic sort of office setup. You see a desk in front of you. In front of you, sitting behind the desk, is a medium humanoid half elf, you would guess, in studded leather armor. Has some swords on his back. He's got a hand crossbow, sort of to the side, like holstered like on his leg, and he sort of like pushes back his chair as you enter. He shakes both of your hand. You guys would imagine this is some sort of drow-ish type character, based off of your travels. He's like, all right, see, Jandar Poop
Yep.
and Hyde Granite Shield. And you said there's two little ones?
Well, two of the companions, yeah, they got stuck a little kerfluffle with each other on the stairs. They're having an argument. It's a whole thing, trust me. You don't want to get into it.
All right. And you guys are coming. Yeah, here, have a seat. And he's got some chairs.
Of course.
He's got two like in front, and then he's got like a couple like over like on the side. to his let's see, I'm trying to think how the room is set up. So right behind him is the is like the sort of the window thing that you see. His desk is a little angled, so it's not like you can just see his back. The chair of his back is like right behind him, but so there's a little bit of a wall in between. But you would imagine that he like goes out onto that little veranda to shout orders or give speeches or whatever. It is shaded because of the sort of tarp above that you saw. And you would imagine that the other tarp sticks out a little bit below it, and then the second one sticking out above the door that you saw. He goes like, all right, come in. So you guys are coming from your new recruits, you said? From, where does it say here? It says you're from outpost number 6, Broadkel. All right, and who sent you over here?
Yeah, Greg.
Greg, that's right, Greg.
Oh, Greg. And what, he was full up on guys, or?
Yeah, he overflow of soldiers and troops, and they've got it locked down well down there, so he was like, get on over to Outpost 2. You know how Greg sounds. Yeah. Real stuffy, right?
Yeah, he's kind of a
you
jerk.
seem like a more refined gentleman, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, this is kind of a punishment for me, but yeah, I'm definitely more refined than Greg.
Yeah, right. I could tell as soon as I walked into it. Now this is a refined, a gentleman, a Renaissance man, if you will.
I mean, it's not hard, but yeah, he's not wrong.
Okay, we're going to cut to Ren and Cinder. I'm going to tell you that the next time I cut back to you, it will be with somebody coming down to find you. So I would say you have about a turn in here.
Yeah.
Before he's going to get weirded out that it's taking you guys this long to walk up 2 sets of stairs.
I'll go ahead and give you guidance.
Good. I was going to ask for some of that god juice.
And I'll just assist you. I feel
Okay.
like you should assist me, though.
I think let's just go at it alone. Like you check one side, I'll check one side.
Okay, I'll give you guidance, and I'll look on my own.
Cool.
So hop into the room and look
Do
around.
perception or investigation.
When you enter the room, you see that it's sort of sparsely furnished. There is somewhat of like you would imagine like a king size bed directly. As soon as it's like directly in front of you when you enter the door, so you could just basically run in the doorway and jump right in front of you onto the bed. Looking forward at the bed, to the left there is a night table. To the right there is a tall wardrobe. You would imagine that is where all of his clothes or whatever, if there's armor or something like that. And also in the immediate right in the corner when you enter the room is a desk. And to the left there is a door. You would imagine that is some sort of bathing or hole in the ground for stuff area.
Or po-op.
Po-opping.
Yeah, it's a po-op room.
I'll take the desk. You take the bedstand.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Go ahead and both roll me investigations.
10.
And you're taking what, Ren?
The desk.
The desk. Okay.
18.
Okay. So, Ren, you immediately go to the right and start looking through the desk. And while you see paperwork and different things, nothing of it looks familiar to you. There's a lot there. And you had an 18, and you're going to the nightstand?
Yeah, nightstand and the
cool.
wardrobe or whatever.
You go to the nightstand and you open it up. There's 2 drawers there. The top drawer has a big book and a leather looking tome that looks like you've been around Ren long enough that you would imagine that it's not dissimilar to his dad's journal / spell book.
Okay.
You would also imagine, you find in there, not dissimilar to Peleus, a smaller leather, what looks like newer journal / diary. It's a cute diary. Let's see here. It's cute.
Q level.
Well, I rolled an 8, so let's make it real. Let's make it real embarrassing. I was, anything above a 12, it was going to be kind of cool. It's got like a cute like cartoon of like an orcish girl, like what would be like an anime orcish girl with like bows on it, and like pink and purple stars all over, and it says "My Diary."
I pocket both the leather.
Well, the other one's big. You could pocket the diary. You could not pocket the spell book. It's
would it fit my pack?
Guys, imagine it to be as big as a Dungeons Master Guide, as produced by Wizards of the Coast, but a little bit, just maybe like 2 of them.
Would it fit in a pack that carries a crowbar?
Yes, it would fit. Yeah, it would fit in a backpack for sure.
Okay. So I want to snag both of those if I can.
Okay. When you pull them up, you also find some very smutty magazines underneath,
Ooh.
featuring half-elves and other things. And
do I get a feel for what he's into?
You would get a feel that out this far out, it's like he got the Victoria's Secret catalog
lonely.
or something.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the Rel Seren half-elves and.
Instead of the angels.
Yeah, and so
they're half elves and not dark elves. Yeah.
Well, you didn't open the magazine. They're trying to diversify their portfolio.
And Ren catches me kind of with my eyes lingering a little bit too long on the.
Let's go.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And I close it up and try to make it look just like it did,
okay,
minus
good.
2 books, and we split.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand for both of you guys for covering your tracks.
20, non-natural.
Great.
14.
You're good. Gran, you're good too. So you guys shut the door, or what are you doing?
Close it, kind of make it
We
look
get
like
everything looking just right, but we do not close the door.
make it look like it wasn't
just
just crowbarred open.
Yeah.
Try to get it. Duroc did it really well. So
yeah. Try to make it look clean and
Still
close.
latches, I imagine.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll close normally.
and we make our way up.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, so you shut the door and
Yes, sir.
you start to go up. Okay. So you guys start to make your way up, and that's when you can kind of hear this guy's voice. He sounds tired, and you guys sort of knock on the door, and he's like, "What? Oh, argument, guys. Yeah, come on in."
And as we're coming in, I try to make it sound like we were arguing. I tell him,
well, you wouldn't know that that's what he said.
well, no. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
I didn't know
lies.
that what
Nope.
they lied about.
Nope.
Okay.
Just kind of looking up at you awkwardly.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys come in.
As they come in, I go, "Oh, good, you're here. Did you settle your little argument, your little tiff?"
And I spend a moment kind of confused, looking. I told Ren that I'm not down with Ulagan.
Roll me a
That's not cool, dude.
roll me a charisma on that one, Cinder. I'm gonna do an intelligence. I rolled an 18.
You win.
Okay,
I got a 5
I'm
total.
definitely going, yeah, Ulagan is the best. and
I start a
you
real
need
fight.
to recognize.
If he says that, Ren, do you actually get your panties in a bunch there?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, then he's going to because it's in character for Ren. He's gonna don't start the fight again. All right, just come in, take those 2 seats over there. Once again, me as the guy, I'm always behind the desk.
Yeah.
So the door is basically where Dash is, Duroc, and then you guys would be kind of sitting over like where Ren
Cool.
is, like along the if I'm facing the doorway to my left along the wall. All right, yeah, come in. Just so who's Fosco Cave Meadow?
I stand up from my chair and I say, "That's me, sir," and I salute.
And Ren William Lysoil II.
Yes.
Where's
of
your
course. I don't have one. I have this really nice black cape.
Looks like a cloak.
Cloak. Robe.
Oh man, this again.
It's made out of dragon scale, so it's really
you're gonna
awesome.
have to put that in the barracks, and we're gonna have to get you a tunic. So
You can get me a tunic.
you're definitely going to have to take that off and wear what everyone else. And I mean, I appreciate you other three. We're going to have to get you the uniforms though, because I mean, you look like a pirate and you look like a adventurer, and you're definitely a dwarf. And
I am,
dude,
not
you got to get rid of that.
Pirate.
You got to get rid of that tiger cape. Like, I mean, that's cool and all, but I mean, you guys got to look like everyone else here. You got to blend in. I mean. I know you're new recruits. Yeah, you're welcome to the cause. Go Zarvog and all that.
Yeah,
but,
we will do that eventually. Anyways, so what is our first assignment? Do you think you could set us up like in the mine, maybe?
Why do you guys want to go to the mine? It's like the worst area.
Yeah, well,
it's hot as crap.
We're just dedicated to Zarvog, right? Long live Zarvog.
Long live Zarvog.
The reason
We'd like to help out.
being is just because, well, look at me. I do pretty good in mines.
Dwarves and all.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't seem all that enthused about your position here. Can I ask maybe why you're here or what?
I got in trouble. So they.
Ooh,
I was higher up, and then I, didn't.
Scallywag.
Well.
What did you do, huh? You can tell me.
I kind of, well, look. Okay, between us guys sitting around the table, just jaw-jacking.
Just a bunch of fellas.
Yeah, a bunch of guys hanging out. I was down in Ren.
Wait. He stops and he says, "Did you get Randy with one of those half elves from Ren?"
Oh, I wish.
Because I tell you, I got in trouble for that myself. So
oh wow,
I feel
lucky you.
Yeah.
No, I mean they're great, but no, I was down there and I was guarding this guy. I can't say who, but he's pretty high up, and I was guarding this guy, and I didn't wake up, and he got murdered. So.
I can see why you were demoted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so they were like, for all your great years of service, you get to go to this hot junk place, and we're searching for, we're bringing the war and taking the Dawania back for Zarvog, or
searching for. You said searching for something.
Yeah,
searching for what?
You guys know what wait.
Well, we have an idea, but we haven't heard specifically.
We're new, remember?
Well, he rolled a 3. So he's like, oh, right, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously this landmass is, we're mining for everything. We, precious metals, all the blah, 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 blah. We're servicing the world with all of our goods. But yeah, no, like, the rumor is that, Sidset, Lady of the Yellow, Sidset. The dragon, her temple is like dab center in the middle of the island, like the easiest freaking thing to find. What an idiot! But no, we are definitely having trouble finding it. We just started, like, as we're mining, we also have multiple people just sort of, we're just starting from the outside in a circle, going in. We're getting our goods and services. We're making our quotas. That's our big thing, guys. Look. Yeah, we need to make the quotas, okay? Right. We're shipping out the metals, we're shipping out everything, but we need to make those quotas. So, but at the same time, we got to find that freaking temple, because it's like, God, that dude in Versberg is such a dick. He's like, find these dragon eggs, and we're like, what are we supposed to do,
Dragon eggs.
And he's already got like one. He's got Zarvog, so like, and then, although, hey, I don't know if you guys know about this, but I heard that he ran into some resistance with another dragon in Bulgurum. Have you guys heard that news?
Wow. And I look at Duroc and kind of like nod excitedly.
Sounds like he's found his bane, eh?
And with And with a 16, he notices the little interaction between Ren and Duroc. He's like, whoa. What's the gossip, man? So like, what's the skinny on this? What have you guys heard? What? I just heard there was like a fight or something. I don't know. Do you guys know people that were there? Or like?
Well, we just heard the same rumors as everybody else has been hearing. That Zarvog is,
A punk ass.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
It's like you know him,
dude. Like that's. Well, I mean,
yeah,
freaking Bearvin running him.
Rumors that there's a group of adventurers resisting.
What?
Yes.
They like go by a name with like friends.
Huh? That's crazy. Wait, were they in charge of the other dragon? Is that? Oh, was it a dragon battle?
From what I hear.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Oh,
gosh, why don't I ever get the cool assignments? All right, well,
because you've slept through them all. Sorry, man.
Insult our new guard captain.
Look, Adric, you seem like a cool fella. And you know what? I think you're gonna bounce right back on your feet.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
And take a close look at those that paperwork, because I want to make sure that you know that they're all correct, and I don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah,
but we'll go on with our assignments.
We got Hyde Granite Shield, we got Fosco Cave Meadow, we got Ren Life Soil II, we got Jandar Po-Op. Po-Op. I gotta make a note about that. Po-Op, and he spells it phonetically next, like in parentheticals.
Yeah, Po-Op.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's where we leave it for this week. This RP heavy episode with some actual fun information. It took us a while to get the audio settings correct, but it is a little weird, but we definitely didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to record for you. Hopefully, Durok. It's very interesting not having him actually have Durok have to listen.
We still got some of those good lines.
Yeah, there was some quips.
So until next week, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft, a.k.a. Fosco Cave Meadow.
Dash is Peleus.
Milo's Ren.
And via Google Hangout, we have
Red as Durok Dragonsbane.
Thank you for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.